All right, so this next part of the tune was not originally composed on acoustic. It's a little bit complicated. It's really inspired by piano parts. I was really thinking of like the work of Chick Corea, who, especially with his acoustic work, especially from the '70s, would often use a chord that I've always liked the sound of, called the sus flat 9 chord. The sus flat 9 chord is basically a minor the triad. So if you take these two notes, right, that's the 3rd string, 9th fret, and 4th string, 10th fret. And we actually looked at this in another song, Django Tango, where it's like a miniature A minor chord, right? If you put the A underneath it, you get A minor. But if you put B underneath it, right, that's called a suspended flat 9. That's the flat 9. That's the suspended note. And then I'm adding the 5th, and then a root again here. Always loved the sound of that chord. Okay, so I'm basically doing what I hear Chick Corea and other piano players do, which is bouncing off a low note and playing that chord. So while that's playing, I'm going to this pattern of, technically the mode is Phrygian, which is this. All right, that's the very Spanish flavor. But I'm reducing it to just 4 notes: root, flat 9, 4th, 5th. And that's a great little pattern. Now you can repeat that up an octave by going 2 frets higher and playing the 4th and 3rd string. Okay, so what I'm doing first is doing that 4-note pattern: root, flat 9, 4, 5, and then the 7th, and then the root. Another great little pattern that stands in for Phrygian. So we go up that pattern, then up to this note, the flat 9. Okay, so here we're picking and pulling off, then playing the root in the 7th, pulling off. Okay, so with the chord, okay, so this is a group of 4 notes. All right, so it's just going down that pattern in groups of 4. Right? So bass note, chord, up the pattern, then down the pattern. Again, that was not written on acoustic. It's a little tricky to play on acoustic, but it's possible. Great exercise, too. The second time around, we jump up an octave, like we were talking about a moment ago. Okay, but then it segues into this lick. You know, it almost sounds it sounds very exotic like that. So from the high note, the G, pull off. And then we're pulling off here C, B, A, B. And then that next B is held for a couple beats. So one beat. So it resolves to that second beat. Okay, so let's check that out, slightly up-tempo and more in context. Now take that chord, the B sus flat 9, move it down a whole step, which you also have an open A here. Right, so now you have A sus flat 9. And that brings you to the next section of the tune, which is, in my opinion, much simpler technique-wise. And we'll take a look at that in the next clip.